Hi guys, so I'm gonna quickly say this because I have to leave soon. I'm going on vacation with my parents, some family friends, and my aunt and uncle. We are going to go to the airport to fly to Las Vegas, and then we're gonna drive to Arizona and Utah to see the national parks, and then fly back to Las Vegas. So I just landed in Las Vegas and currently I'm waiting for my dad to go rent a car because we are driving out to Utah and Arizona. So my mom was just watching me. Anyway, so here's a little story time. So it's actually not my first time in Vegas. I was actually here 7 years ago for a dance competition for nationals. We were here for like 7-8 days-ish, I would say. I think it was like 3 days for competition and like 4 days for workshops. And on the last day we had like a banquet thing. Okay, so after we pick up the car, we are going to head to Costco and do some grocery shopping because we're staying in these like houses, cabin thingies, and we have to cook ourselves. That is the first stop on our trip. We are currently in Zion or at Zion. I don't know what the proper term is. It's really hot, but the views are worth it. Never mind, so I kind of got confused. Basically, hi mom. Basically, we are currently at Zion National Park. What I just showed you before, that was Zion National Park, but we weren't actually physically in the park. We just took like a pit stop and took some photos, and now we are actually in the park. I think we are gonna take a shuttle, and it's gonna take us on this hiking trail so we could do some sightseeing and walk a little bit. I think that's the plan at least. Is that a cactus? Hi little fella, it's nice to meet you. I feel like I should just explain today a little bit because I feel like what happened today was a little confusing. Basically, I got on the plane at 10 a.m. and we had a 4.5 to 5 hour flight, and after we did our groceries we had another 4-hour drive, so that basically took up the entire day. And then we stopped quickly by Zion National Park and we did a little bit of sightseeing there, left the park, grabbed some food quickly, and then we drove 1.5 hours to our cabin. I just have to say this because this is so cool, but this house that we're living in, I get my own room and I get a really big bed, so it's great. Look at this room, and then I have this giant bed to myself. I'm about to head to bed soon, so I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. Today we are at Bryce Canyon National Park and we are gonna do some hiking, and of course I'm gonna do some photography because that's a necessity for me for when I travel. So fingers crossed I'm gonna get some nice views. Got my camera, got my phone, and my vlog camera. I think we're ready to go. Who else travels with 3 cameras?
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sun.
I honestly don't even know why. I thought it was a good idea to bring 2 cameras and a phone to take pictures and videos and content because it is actually a lot of work to manage all 3. Yeah, I don't know what was going through my head when I thought that was a good idea and I thought I could do it. I mean, I guess I can do it, but it's difficult and I keep forgetting about one device. Wow, okay, gotta see this view that I'm looking at right now. Look at that view. We just finished eating and now we are gonna go take a shuttle and go see some new areas of Bryce Canyon, and if we see a nice location we might hike down and do some trails. Okay, there's something about this tree over here. I don't know what it is, but it looks really cute and I love it. Hey guys, I am finally back at the house. I just finished taking a shower and I'm currently in my PJs. Anyways, it is currently 9:20 p.m. here and I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm gonna have dinner soon. Basically the whole day we spent at Bryce Canyon National Park. Guys, I just have something to say. I hope you don't get sick and tired of seeing my face because you were stuck with my face for the next 13 days of our trip because everybody else who came on this trip with us doesn't want to be in my video. So you were stuck with my beautiful face for the entire trip. I'm about to go to bed right now, but before I go to bed, I'm going to tell you a little story. Ever since yesterday, I've been feeling this pain in my leg for some reason, and I didn't know why. As I took my shower yesterday night and today, a bruise started to form on my leg. You know how sometimes bruises take a few showers or a few days to actually get to its real full color and start to show? Well, yeah, I found a bruise on my leg, and I just realized that that was from trying to carry and lift a watermelon yesterday when we were at Costco. I ended up dropping it, but before dropping it, I banged it against myself, and it turns out I actually bruised myself. So I have this pretty bruise on my leg. I don't know if you can see it in this lighting, but look at that pretty thing, this little circular purplish thing. Isn't that beautiful? Anyways, I'm about to go to bed right now, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for day 3 of my time in Utah. Good night. Good morning. It is day 3 of my time in Utah. In a bit, I'm gonna have breakfast and then we're gonna have a 2.5 hour drive to the next national park. I'm not too sure exactly what national park that is, but I will let you know when I get there. And then we are probably gonna do some hiking and walking at that park, and then we're gonna go to the house that we rented out there, and then we're probably gonna go back and look at the sunset. I think that's the schedule today. I'm not too sure. Anyways, this is my outfit for today. This top is an off-the-shoulder top from Dynamite. These shorts, I'm actually not too sure where I got them from. And then of course, I got my Converse.
Every time you come around, I feel okay. Help me see color in a world of gray. Girl, you make me feel some type of way. Ooh. Every little thing you say or you do. Everything is brand new. I just sit and wonder why I can't believe that.
Today we are at Capitol Reef National Park. We are going to go hike and we are going to go see the arch, and that over there is the landmark of Capitol Reef National Park. That beautiful thing right there.
Yeah.
We made it to the top.
Hooray! Even if the sun goes down on
That's my dad.
Hi, I'm Rachelle's dad. On top, yeah. On top, yeah. And even if the sun goes down.
Hi, Dad.
Hello.
Okay, so we just finished the hike and they said it would take about 30 minutes, but it did not. It took about 2 hours or 2.5 hours. So that was a lie. Now you're gonna drive to the house, which is another 2.5 hour drive. It's a Jeep. I feel like I didn't film that much today, and that is probably because we were driving for 5 hours. Basically, we left the first cabin and we drove 2.5 hours or 3 hours to the hiking location, and then we had to drive another 2.5 hours to get to this house, and that took up the whole day. Originally, I think we were supposed to do another little hike to go look at the sunset and then look at the stars at night, but by the time we already got to this house, it was already really late, so we just didn't end up going. I don't know if you saw, but in some of the videos, I was wearing Converse, and I did the hike today in Converse, which was really stupid, by the way, because my feet hurt and I just made them super dirty. Like, if you can tell, they're like super dirty and probably like super worn out too now because I did the hike in them. So don't be me and hike in Converse or do long walks or strenuous running or walking in Converse, because that was not smart of me to do and my feet kill, so don't do it. Today we are at Arches National Park and we are about to do the Fiery Furnace hike. Hi guys, so we just finished the Fiery Furnace trail and it was not that bad. It was actually kind of fun, but it was a lot of like climbing and maneuvering rock, but it was still easier than yesterday's trail. Because I didn't get to film that much on the hike, I'm just gonna sit here on the patio outside of our house and I'm just gonna talk about it and talk about my experiences and about the actual trail itself. They say that the Fiery Furnace is the most difficult hike at Arches National Park. To be honest, I don't think it was that difficult. I would recommend going in the morning though, because it gets really hot in the afternoon, and when it gets hotter it becomes more difficult to actually do the hike. You will get really thirsty, so bring lots of water. It was around 2 to 3 hours long. Before I explain the actual hike and like how it went, I'm just gonna tell you what we did after. So after that we went to go see the double arches. Well, we drove by the double arches and then we went to see the, what's it called? Let me search it up. We went to see the Delicate Arch, but like at a distance, not actually on the location, because to get to the Delicate Arch, you really have to do like a good hike there. And after doing the Fiery Furnace, we didn't really feel up to going for another hike to go see the Delicate Arch, so we decided to just take photos from afar at like a viewpoint, which is kind of far away from it. But I had my telephoto lens, so I got a really good picture of the arch. It's kind of close, so that turned out really well. Although I really want to get photos at sunset, because I've seen photos that look really nice in that location when the sun was setting. Okay, so back to the Fiery Furnace. The Fiery Furnace was actually 2 miles long, and along the trail there were a lot of great photo opportunities, but I didn't actually get to film that much during the hike because the hike itself, at some points it took both hands and feet to actually maneuver some of the rocks, because the trail itself was an off-road trail. Basically, there were some rock walls that were really tight and you really had to squeeze. So sometimes you would have to like shimmy at the side. Depending on your stamina, your agility, and your build, it can be easy to get through some of these, but also very difficult because it was tight and it was off-road. We're climbing things and we were on all fours sometimes. And sometimes you have to actually slide on your butt to get down things or be able to do like big jumps from rock to rock. Actually, I wouldn't say it's that big. It's more like 3 feet. The hike itself is ranger guided. Overall, I think the Fiery Furnace was a really good hike, and it was probably my favorite out of all the ones we've done so far. Jeez, it is really hot out here. Like, I am sweating and I'm just sitting here. So we have an hour or so to rest at home, and then we are gonna go drive 4x4 cars. We're gonna take the 4x4 cars and drive off-road on the rocky areas to go see the sunset. Today we are at Canyonlands National Park. We're gonna go do an easy trail to go see the Mesa Arch. A lot of the pictures you will see online are taken during sunset, but we are not here during sunset, so it's not gonna look as pretty. That is the sunset picture. I don't know if you can see it, but that's probably during sunset, and that's why it looks so pretty. But I'm not gonna get that picture. Here's the arch. I'm back. That was probably the easiest trail so far on this trip, and it really wasn't that bad. There's like a little bit of stairs, but other than that, it was like flat ground. Mesa Arch Trail complete. Now we are gonna go see different sections of Island in the Sky.
I'm lazy, living in a daydream, feeling like I'm waiting for no one.
It is currently later, and today is our last day in Utah. We were in the city of Moab. I think that's the city. I hope I'm correct. I just want to say something about that area. For some reason, this area has like a lot of Jeeps, and I don't know why, but I am feeling it. I am loving it. Maybe that's just because I am a basic Vesco girl. It makes me so happy for some unknown reason. Then again, I am very basic, so maybe that's why it makes me happy. I'm pretty sure they have a lot of Jeeps there because Jeeps are 4x4s and there's a lot of rocky areas there, so that's probably why there is a lot of them. One other thing about being in Utah that I'm just really upset about, I didn't get to visit this place, was visiting East High School, where High School Musical was filmed. I mean, I am a huge fan of High School Musical, and that was pretty much my childhood. I really wanted to see the iconic school that they filmed at and the famous Sharpay locker, but that didn't happen because we weren't in the city. We were more in the national parks area of Utah, and that's why I'm really upset, because we weren't actually in the city, so I wasn't actually able to see East High School. Oh yeah, so this happened. I don't know if you could see this, but I dropped my lens cap and I broke it. And it is only day 5 of the trip. So my lens cap won't stay on my camera. So this is what I did. I have my camera, my lens cap, and some electrical tape. Just some good old electrical tape saving the day. This is how it looks. Alright, this concludes the end of my Utah vlog, and I'll see you in Arizona. Bye!
Woke up early in the morning just to feel the light of day. Had to open up my window, get the shadows out my way. Banana pancakes for my problems, find me jam.